everyone. Kelly Crawl here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update following Cubs baseball. I'll take the reins and wrap up your night in Chicago sports. Jeff Dickerson and David Haugh offered their take on the 2016 Bears team, plus Avi Garcia back for the Southsiders. We'll have highlights and post-game reaction, and it's all headed your way on Sportsnet Central right after the game. Now back to Lynn and JD, guys.
Hi, Kelly. Thank you. A 4-0 cushion for Jake Arrieta. 1-0 on Alex Dickerson. Bottom of the fifth. Swing and a miss.
So Jake continues this dominant run in California. Back on August 6th, he went 8 shutout against the A's in Oakland. 7 shutout against the Angels on opening day. Giants got 1 off of him in 7 innings back in May. Must be the warm smell of colitas or something like that. Palm trees. The whole Zen vibe, you know, he's kind of a Zen guy, into yoga.
It's a great environment for the great game of baseball out here in California.
The state has produced more big leaguers than any other.
Three and two. Schimpf is on deck. Ball 4. Third time the Pods have put the leadoff man on. Eloy Jimenez, South Bend outfielder, Midwest League MVP, prospect of the year, end of season All-Star. And he leads that league in doubles, slugging, OPS, RBIs, and he's 19. Had a big futures game here in San Diego.
Yeah, Jamer Candelario really playing well. Also down on the farm. All right. 2 balls, no strikes here to a dangerous hitter in Schimpf. Got to make a pitch. Down and away sinker.
Set at the belt.
Schimpf is a rookie, but he's not a kid. He's 28.
Fowler starting to run out of room. He's got it. Right up against the wall in straightaway center.
Not a real big guy, but he's strong. 5'9", 180, but powerfully built.
Plenty of room at the Hotel California out there in center, right?
Just ease on under it.
Bethencourt. Ball one. Contreras leads the league in appeals on check swings. He takes every opportunity to check in with the first base or third base umpire.
He's very aggressive in his appealing. Everything he does is
he's very appealing.
He's got a fast motor. Mask goes flying and balls in the dirt and flying out of there. That's the other thing about his pickup. It's not just a strong arm, but how quick he is, quick feet to get into a throwing position.
Bryant, Baez, Rizzo, and they turn it.
That turn.
That is the third double play turn by this infield. 4-0.
Dear Chicago, let's take a trip out of Midway to your favorite international destinations. With love, Southwest.
Your home, your auto. They just go together. Combine your home and auto insurance with State Farm. Save time and money. Just another way we're here to help life go right. Talk to your State Farm agent today.
Look at this Euro cottage-style bedroom.
Get everything you see here for $3,617.
Wait, what?
We must be in the wrong commercial, Bob.
This is more like it.
Same look as the other guy, but less than half their price.
Dresser with mirror, queen bed with storage, chest with secret lift-top compartment, even a nightstand. Everything you see here for an untouchable $15.99.
$15.99 complete. It's good to be back in the right commercial.
It sure is.
Welcome to Wrigley Field. And it is gone. We're tied. Rizzo gets on the top. He makes the catch. Cubs win. Cubs win. Cubs win. You can follow Patrick Mooney, our Cubs insider, all season long on CSNChicago.com, presented by Nationwide's Jeff Vukovich, serving the community for 38 years. Go to jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side. Cubs lead 4-0. Contreras, Arrieta, and Fowler here in the 6th inning. Right back at it tomorrow afternoon. Major League ERA leader Kyle Hendricks against right-hander Paul Clemens. Two balls, no strikes.
Kyle pitched a complete game shutout here last May.
He grew up not too far from here.
Ouch. Took a bite out of Bettencourt. Wilson Contreras at the time of his recall, and I guess still third highest batting average in the Pacific Coast League, .353, bettered only by Schimpf and Dickerson, both in the lineup for the Padres tonight.
Two and two.
No doubt the Padres will be pretty aggressive with their September call-ups. They've got some talented young prospects. In a rebuild now, after attempting to do a real quick turnaround. That didn't pan out, so they dumped a bunch of veterans. Andy Green getting an opportunity to manage at the big league level. Kind of fits the profile. He was a 24th round draft pick, but managed to make it to the big leagues. He wasn't there long.
Sardinius. And one away.
Green, real heady player.
Downstairs for ball one on Arrieta. That's a strike. 1-2. Fly ball to right. Kivlahan long run over, and it will drop. It hit his glove on the track. Arrieta's going to round second, on his way to third. And he'll stand there. It's a triple.
Kivlahan had a long way to run, but a play that should have been made. And again, we've seen him struggle with some balls out there. He overruns this one. And there goes Kronk, rounding the bases.
Third career triple for Arrieta. That'll get the Padres infield in a few steps. Runner at third. One out. Fowler looks, and it's low.
A lot of guys with 5 innings pitched under their belt legging out a triple would be standing out there with their hands on their knees doubled over, but Arrieta, he's probably not even breathing hard. Dexter's been aggressive early tonight. Typically you see him see a lot of pitches.
Longtime pitching coach Darren Balsley.
Dexter Fowler this year. We always talk about the importance of being ahead in the count. When he goes behind in the count, 0-1, after 0-1, he has a .408 on base percentage.
Wow.
Second best in baseball to DJ LeMahieu. Chris Bryant is 5th on that list. And to see Fowler and Bryant near the top of that list, not surprising with their approach.
So action in the Padres bullpen. A 2-0 count on Fowler.
You know what Andy Green would like right now?
What's that?
A mulligan.
He's not going to get it.
You know what Andy Green's middle name is?
Mulligan?
Yes.
See, I catch on pretty quickly.
Andrew Mulligan Green. Is that not the best?
That's a... Did he come from a golfer's family?
I don't know. Yeah. When you were born, we called you Mulligan. We wanted a do-over.
So Fowler's on. And here's Bryant. 2 walks and a homer. And he will not face the lefty.
And Friedrich able to kind of hang in there through 4, allowing just the home run to Bryant to that point. Pitched around some traffic, but third time through the order, they got him.
So they'll hand the ball tonight. Huh?
Who?
With my moderate to severe ulcerative colitis, the possibility of a flare was almost always on my mind.
Thinking about what to avoid, where to go, and how to deal with my UC.
To me, that was normal until I talked to my doctor. She told me that Humira helps people like me get UC under control and keep it under control when certain medications haven't worked well enough.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Raise your expectations. Ask your gastroenterologist about Humira. With Humira, control is possible.
Value City Furniture presents how to know when it's time. First, look for a sign that it's time to buy new furniture. Any sign? At all. Then, follow the signs to the Labor Day sale at Value City Furniture. Hurry in for free delivery, plus 48 months, no interest financing when you spend $19.99 and up. Perfect. And that's how to buy the perfect piece at Value City Furniture.
Hyundai call to the pen, and this game turns tomorrow. Brandon Morrow, right-hander, will work with runners at first and third, 1 out, and Chris Bryant coming up.
The veteran right-hander Brandon Morrow, former Mariner, former Blue Jay. Second year with the Padres. So just 4 games so far with the big club this year. A fastball at 94, slider, cutter, and a change. He is 31 years of age. And he, like Friedrich, also a first-round pick. Back in the day for Morrow, it was number 5 overall, 2006 by the Mariners out of Cal Berkeley.
Already leading 4-zip. Chance to bust it wide open. The pitch up and in. It happens a fair amount. He's been hit a lot this year, but it never seems to really affect him. Taken on the outside corner. And a slider, it's 1-1.
Morrow's dealt with all kinds of injury problems. Shoulder inflammation last year. He had a finger issue the year before. Entrapped radial nerve in his forearm, 2013.
Did it escape?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. It just doesn't sound pleasant.
Someone who's very pleasant is Mary Jane Hines, and happy 98th. Staying up late watching the Cubs tonight. High in the air to center. Arrieta ready to tag. Jankowski conceding the run. He'll just lob it back to second. Sacrifice fly Bryant. 5-0. So he's got 86 RBIs. He's only 1 behind Rizzo now. Fowler, the only base runner at the moment. 2 outs in the inning.
Anthony 0 for 3 so far tonight after a 4-hit night last evening.
That might have been Friedrich's final start of the year. Already a career high in innings pitched, and there's speculation he will get moved to the bullpen. And at the moment, he is on the hook possibly for his 8th consecutive loss. The 0-1. Now 0-2.
Yeah, and that losing streak covering 9 starts. He's had some decent starts in there. He has not had much run support, and again tonight nothing.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. Cubs add to their lead, however. It's now 5-zip.
Here you go.
Our dog is gonna love camping with us.
Come on, get in.
Eric.
Come on, let's do it again. Ready?
My turn.
Lease a new 2016 RAV4 with 0 due at signing, 0 down payment, and 0 first month's payment. Or get 0% APR for 60 months on RAV4 during Toyota's annual clearance event. Toyota, let's go places.
Every night, get ready for the most dynamic show in Chicago. Your city, your teams, your show. This is Sportsnet Central, every night at midnight. Presented by CLR.
A well-put-together man is said to be sharp. At GMC, we get why people appreciate that kind of precision. After all, precision is the kind of sharp that slices through a crowd. This is the precision of professional grade. Step up to GMC and get cash back for up to 16% of the MSRP on these select 2016 GMC vehicles. That's over $8,400 cash back on this Yukon Denali.
Wow. Did not see that coming.
Something else you didn't see coming? Outstanding customer service delivered by Collision Pros who ensure your low point ends on a high note. You may not see it coming, but you'll know where you're going. Get to Gerber.
For the most Cubs coverage, go to csnchicago.com. Brought to you by Wintrust.
Hey, Cub fans, show your team pride with Cubs checking and an official Cubs MasterCard debit card only available at your local Wintrust Community Bank. Go to wintrust.com/Cubs to learn more. Member FDIC. Kivlahan takes a strike.
Hey, coming up here in just a few short days, Tim Tebow is going to try out for any of the 30 Major League clubs that want to go watch him work out. Somewhere in the LA area, I believe. August 30th, that's supposed to happen.
It sounds like a majority of teams are going to have representation.
I read, saw 20.
Yeah. 1-1. Fouled off.
Good for him. You know, if he can play a little bit. He's 29 years old.
Well, at the very least, hooks on with a minor league team and sells tickets.
Has some fun.
Yeah.
I love some of the arguments, some of the debate about it. I've seen some people just completely laugh it off, like There's no way, I mean, without really knowing whether he's a good player or not, which is what I don't get. And the other one I've heard is, well, if Michael Jordan couldn't do it, then what makes Tim Tebow? Well, maybe Tebow's a better player than Michael. I don't know that, but just because Michael was way better at his sport than Tebow was at his sport doesn't mean he would therefore be better at him than baseball.
In the second sport.
Yeah.
Bring the hot takes, JD. I'm in.
Yeah.
I like it. You make a good point.
It's just,
Well, it's not hurting anybody.
Right,
People
yeah.
come
People
look at
kind of
it,
get worked up about it.
Right. We proceed to further action. Ball one on Sardinius.
After an exchange of punts, Notre Dame takes over on the Purdue 27. I wonder what the major league record is for most base runners allowed and still facing the minimum. So far tonight, Jake has faced the minimum despite giving up a hit and 3 walks. A pickoff and 3 double plays.
4 base runners and has faced the minimum.
Yeah.
Alexei Ramirez is on deck. In the pitcher's spot.
Kind of almost rooting for a walk and then a double play.
Right. Fouled out of play. Russell charges. And he gets Sardinius by about a half a step.
Sardinius went out of the zone there. 2-seamer. Hey, Cub fans. Join the Cubs season ticket holder waiting list. Do it today. Claim your spot in our lineup for season tickets. It's easy and free to register. For details, visit Cubs.com/waiting list.
Russell again. And that will end the inning. 28 innings in California for Jake. He's allowed 1 earned run this year.
Everything you're looking for is right here. I'll be here if you need me.
Take my breath away.
Find anything you like?
Yes.
Now is the moment to get the Honda you love. KBB.com's 2016 Best Value Brand. Hurry in. The Honda Summer Clearance event ends soon.
I joined the Army in July of '98. I did active duty 11 years and 2 in the reserve.
Our 18-year-old was in an accident. When I call USAA, it was that voice asking me, is your daughter okay? That's where I felt relief.
It actually helped to know that somebody else cared and wanted to make sure that I was okay. That was really great.
We're the Rivera family, and we will be with USAA for life.
USAA. We know what it means to serve. Call today to talk about your insurance needs.
DirecTV is at it again with another so-called deal. With a $60 intro rate that jumps to over $100 after just 3 months, then shoots up to over $150 after a year. The hits just keep on coming because you're locked into a 2-year contract that can cost over $3,300. Don't get blindsided by DirecTV. Switch to an X1 double play from Comcast and lock in your rate for 2 full years. Call or go online today.
Visit CSNChicago.com for great deals on your favorite team's merchandise. From jerseys and hats to customized shirts and more. Get the latest trends for the Bears, Blackhawks, Bulls, Cubs, and Sox at the shop on CSNChicago.com.
He brings a blowtorch to work, scorching the strike zone and melting them down with triple-digit heat. Aroldis Chapman, flamethrower, Cubs closer.
7th inning. And a new pitcher for the Padres, Kevin Quackenbush.
Quackenbush. It's a good dessert. Pastry balls. Stacked high. 7-4 with a 363 earned run average for the right-hander, on for the 45th time. Throws fastballs and curveballs. He's not a hard thrower. Got a good hook.
Thanks to John on Twitter, Kevin as well. They did a little digging on Baseball Reference. It looks like the record for facing the minimum in terms of base runners in a game is 5. Bob Milacki, 4 double plays and a caught stealing in a game in 1989. You see the movement. And Solarte and Sardinia swap spots with 2 strikes. The pitch, 1-2.
Friedrich tonight, 5 1/3, 7 hits, 5 runs. They were all earned. He walked 4, struck out a couple. 2/3 scoreless for Morrow with a strikeout.
Slicing drive to left. Dickerson. We're out number 1. A little bit of a cooler night. Arrieta at 71 pitches through 6. If he's really efficient, he very well could finish this game. Russell sends it sky high to center. And he's out. 2 for 4 tonight.
Follow Cubs baseball live with the MLB.com @bat app. Stay up to the moment at any moment with game day, live game video highlights, StatCast, news, and more. Download MLB.com @bat, the #1 app for live baseball on your phone and tablet.
Hayward with 2 outs. Ball 1. Josh Hamilton cut loose by the Texas Rangers. Sounds like it's possible he could come back next year on a minor league deal with the Rangers.
Yeah, and they had to release him in order for that to happen next year prior to some date in May.
May 15th. Lots of injury problems for Hamilton. Hayward cranks this one to deep right center. And it'll bang off the wall for a double.
Very nice swing of the bat for Jason. Homered last night. It was just his 2nd home run since the All-Star break. Just his 6th of the year. He actually hits this ball harder than the home run. I think this is middle down. That's his sweet spot. He hammered it off the Arm & Hammer signs.
1 to Baez.
Oof. Ooh. Wow. Center square. Oh, he must have been sitting curveball there.
Ground ball to third. And Solarte will throw to first, and Myers did stay on the bag. Solarte thought about trying to tag Hayward. And they still get the out at first to end the inning, and we will stretch here in San Diego. Cubs 5, Padres nothing.
Nobody should go to bed hungry.
That's where our friends at Benny's Beverage Depot are going to bat for the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
Every time the Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Benny's donates $100 to help feed hungry families in Chicagoland.
That calls for a toast.
If you feel like singing a song and you want other people to sing along, just sing what you feel. Don't let anyone say it's wrong. When there's a light, what light? When there's a light, what light? When there's a light, white light.
Our mountains challenge us, push us back, knock us down, tell us it can't be done. But then, one day you reach the summit, and you realize the harder the climb, the better the reward. Coors Light, whatever your mountain, climb on.
This is Coach Q at the new Benny's Beverage Depot in Lincolnwood. You should have seen this place 3 months ago. Today, it's the largest wine, spirits, and beer superstore on the North Shore. As they say, if you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Welcome back. Time for the toast of the game presented by Benny's Beverage, and we're going to give it to fancy defensive work. 3 double plays turned by the Cubs tonight. They've been flashing some weather all evening long. How about that one by Baez on the bunt? Watch the turn here. Lightning quick after Brian has to handle a little bit of a funky non-hop. And add all that up with the pickoff by Contreras. And that's some good defense. Benny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. Cubs hoping there's a lot of champagne in their future this fall.
Bottom of the 7th, Cubs lead 5-0. Foul strike on Jankowski. Dickerson with the hit. Jesse Rogers in the stands. What?
Clearly failed to make the play.
Our colleague, where's he sitting?
I don't know. If I paid attention to where that foul ball went, I would have a fighting chance. He's sitting right there is where he's sitting.
You think the game's easy, right, Jesse?
Better get him an ice pack.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Number 4 for Jake tonight.
Well, the good news is Jesse's Twitter friends will not give him a hard time. Here's Myers.
Jake usually doesn't show a whole lot of emotion out there, and he's not really showing a lot of emotion, but shaking his head at Lentz. Had a hard time getting that low strike call here tonight.
Slider fouled back. Parrish quickly steps back in. Waits on a 2-1. It's a fastball. It's a strike. 2-2. Broken bat fly ball, left field. Zobrist in to make the catch. The bat ended up where Russell was standing. And it's Solarte, who has struck out twice, looking and swinging.
Usually a guy who's pretty tough to finish off, makes a lot of contact, but tonight Arrieta has had his number.
Shank foul off to the left. Crowd tonight, 33,614. Cub fans definitely contributing to the local economy this week.
Beautiful venue for baseball. Of course, the weather's
really
always perfect.
Baez has it, and that's the inning. And Arrieta has still faced the minimum through 7 on just 1 hit.
I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious. Some thrive on comedy. I've sailed upon the 7 seas and stopped in every land. I've seen the wonders of the world. Not yet one common man. I know 10,000 women called Jane and Mary Jane. I've not seen any two who really were the same. Mirror twins are different, although their features jibe, and lovers think quite different thoughts while lying side by side. I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike.
Discover Kia's quality at the Top Quality Sales Event. We're celebrating with great deals on the sleek Optima and Optima Hybrid, as well as the Forte Sedan and Hatchback. Right now, get 0% APR for up to 66 months plus 1,000 bonus cash, or 0 down, 0 due-it signing, and 0 first month's payment on select models. Visit Kia.com to see how Kia quality performed against the competition. The Kia Top Quality Sales Event.
Time for hefty home runs, and they've been coming in bunches lately. Bryant with number 33. Addison Russell with number 5 on this road trip and his 19th on the year.
Here comes the veteran, the former Cub, Carlos Villanueva. Tough go for him with an ERA of 6, 66 innings, 81 hits, 17 home runs allowed by Carlos. Kitchen sink. Fastball, curve, slider, change, quick pitch. Tries to sink it, tries to run it. Will cut it. Change the arm angle. Change the baby.
Slow curve for a strike. As Contreras couldn't get it. That one got away from Carlos. Bethencourt down to a knee. That's a strike. Fastball 87. 1-2. Ground ball into right. Third reach and 4 tries. Double walk and a single.
A good solid approach there. We talked about the high batting average he had down at AAA this year, up over 350. That's how you hit for a high average. You stay back, you don't get fooled, you use the whole field.
Nice hand for Arrieta. Gets an 8th inning plate appearance. Ball 1. So for fun, I was looking at all the managers in Padres history. Down back near us. There's a nice catch. And it's a Cub fan right in front of us. Let's see. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 Padres managers who either played for the Cubs or managed the Cubs in their history. Can you name the 4?
Whitey Lockman.
No.
Jim Marshall.
Got Preston Gomez, who was the first manager for the Padres. Briefly managed the Cubs. Don Zimmer.
Zim managed out here, huh? I don't remember that.
Part of 72 and then 73. Larry Boa. And Jim Riggleman.
Riggs I should have got. I played for Riggleman.
Foul tip. 3-2. Well, hit to right, but Kivlahan will make the catch this time. Padres all-time leader and manager wins. Not even close. Bruce Bochy won 951 games over 12 years. Bud Black second. The Hall of Famer Dick Williams third on the list. The late Jerry Coleman. 73 and 89 as the Padres manager in 1980.
The Colonel, he was a prince of a guy.
Oh, doctor. Alvin Dark is another one. Former Cub player who managed the Padres. He was a Cub in the late 50s. Contreras is in safely.
Good read. Anticipating that ball in the dirt. No hesitation. Gets himself into scoring position. Shuffle, shuffle, read and go. Padres' last winning season came in 2010. They were 90-72 that year. Finished second.
Punted foul by Fowler.
Last playoff team, 2006. Lost the division series to the Cardinals that year.
I've got another former Padre manager who played for the Cubs, Steve Boros. All over the place. Managed the Pods in 1986.
When did Zimmer manage out here?
Like 72, 73.
Still early on in their history.
He got him. Well, out number 2.
In 2007, the Padres had a chance to win the wild card, and they lost on the last day of the regular season to the Brewers. Tony Gwynn Jr., of all people, beat them at the game-winning hit off of Trevor Hoffman. And then they had to play an extra game against the Rockies, and the Rockies won that game.
That was Matt Holliday sliding in face first.
Before replay.
You think he was out?
Folks here do. Not that they would have any bias at all.
Right.
So that would be, see, now we're always, remember last year we came up with a game with the videos. You make the call because of replay.
Yeah.
And people could watch the play, then decide, and then you'd roll the video and you'd see what the umpires called. We could do a historical thing now with replay and then computer simulation. Let's replay these critical bang calls that some people think were right or wrong, and then make the call and then run a computer simulation as to what would have happened the rest of the game.
Royals Cardinals.
Yeah,
World Series.
Don Deckinger call, yeah.
Two 2-0 to Bryant.
We'll name it what could have been a game of what ifs.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
High drive to center. Jankowski back. He is at the wall. He's got it. Bryant just missed another one. Ooh, that was close. Hey, for our idea, just keep that between us, okay?
Yeah. Nobody else.
Don't tell anybody.
Dear Chicago, let's take a trip out of Midway to your favorite international destinations. With love, Southwest.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Find us on social media right now for gorgeous photos and great Wisconsin giveaways. Speaking of free stuff, did you know every month we give away an exciting vacation? This month you can win a prize package to Tomahawk and Merrill. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details. Saturday mornings at 10 on Comcast Sportsnet.
On Thursday, September 22nd, join CSN Chicago's Pat Boyle at the Museum of Broadcast Communications, where he'll be hosting the 8th annual Legends of the Ball Gala. This special fundraiser is in support of Good Sports, a nonprofit which helps ensure that Chicago area youth have the equipment to play sports. Last year alone, Good Sports increased the average minutes of play per week in Chicago by 61, with more than $520,000 in sports equipment, footwear, and apparel donated. For tickets or to donate, visit goodsports.org.
Kroll in our Comcast Sportsnet studios with this Sportsnet Central update presented by Bob's Discount Furniture, home of untouchable values. While the Bears gear up for their third preseason test, our experts weigh in on what to watch for. Plus highlights from around the MLB and a preview of high school lights, which debuts on Friday. Time to get back to Petco Park. Take it away, Lynn and JD.
Thank you, Kelly. Having some fun here in Southern California. Jake Arrieta. He's dominated the Padres tonight. He's got some help from his defense. You can say that about just about every Cubs starter most nights.
Counting the double plays, I've got 13 outs on the ground for Jake here tonight.
That's a strikeout with 5.
Change up. Didn't throw many tonight. That was beautifully executed.
One and one to count on Schimpf. Getting a lot of tweets about Schimpf Howard. So every time they hear Schimpf, they think Schimpf.
Sure.
He was originally the third stooge. Early 1920s, they were associated with Ted Healy. Moe and Curly were his brothers in real life. Shemp passed away in 1955. His real name was Sam. His mother had a thick accent, and Sam sounded like Shemp.
Who are these stooges? Tell me, Jerry. Who are these stooges you speak of?
3-2.
Our good buddy Jeff Garner, who works for the Diamondbacks, he and I were talking earlier this year about home run celebrations, and he said he wants to see somebody out there doing the curly shuffle kind of thing. You know, where he plants one foot and just kind of hops around in a circle.
Right.
That'd be good.
Ground ball toward right. It's Baez. The spin, the throw, the out.
Jim expanding, going out of the zone to get that high fastball, and Baez gobbles it up.
Bethencourt bangs one into the left field corner. On his way to second, and he'll slide in safely. Well, he hit it at 2 double plays on the second and the fifth. That was impossible with 2 already out here in the 8th. And he needs to get picked off here to keep Arrieta face the minimum. I'm guessing he will not comply.
No, but if we could somehow get a message down to Contreras, he might take a shot at him. Dodgers have pulled ahead of the Giants 5-4, top of the 6th at Dodger Stadium. Maeda's out of the game after 5. Bumgarner, 5 innings of 9 hit, 5-run balls so far. So his ERA will go up tonight as Arrieta's goes down. Kyle Hendricks leads Major League Baseball in that department. He'll go tomorrow.
Ball and 2 strikes. Struck him out. Contreras and will not have to make the throw. Already out. Arrieta cruising through 8.
Everything you're looking for is right here. I'll be here if you need me.
Take my breath away.
Find anything you like?
Yes. Now is the moment to get the Honda you love. KBB.com's 2016 Best Value Brand. Hurry in. The Honda Summer Clearance event ends soon.
Whoa, what is this? A notebook? What you need is a 2-in-1 laptop with the speed of Intel's 6th Gen Core processor. Best Buy's Blue Shirts make it easy to get back to school with the best tech. Tech to impress at Best Buy.
For a limited time, a Frosty is just 50 cents. Dig in with a spoon or a straw.
I'll stick with a fry.
Because a 50-cent Frosty won't be around forever. Make sure you get it before it's gone.
Update your home with a Larson Storm Door from Menards. This 36-inch Lakeview full view door with self-storing screen is available in 7 colors, only $249. Accent your home's interior with new lights from Patriot Lighting. This Taverna LED wall sconce in a brushed nickel finish is only $29.99. This Seattle LED vanity light in a brushed bronze or brushed nickel finish is just $79.99. Now during Menards Labor Day sale.
Save big money at Menards.
Joe and Jake are chatting. Are they negotiating? I think Jake wants to finish, and Joe's just probably telling him we got an end game, and that's well down the road. Got to save some bullets. Adam Rosales now playing right, and Mr. Hand will pitch.
Brad eating some food, learning about Cuba. Hand 3-3, 284. What a nice year. Good numbers. 80 strikeouts in 66 2/3. League batting 198 against him. Fastball, curve, slider, change. Comes out of that bullpen with a starting pitcher's repertoire. Handshakes, hugs, fist bumps.
I'd say it went well with Arrieta and Contreras tonight. 8 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, no runs.
Yeah, it was, you know, a leadoff walk to start the ball game. I thought, fastball command wasn't that sharp early on, but settled in nicely. Very few hard hit balls off of Jake here tonight.
One and two.
Cubs had 11 hits in the ball game last night, 9 tonight. So far, Anthony has not been able to get a knock. Good take. It's a tough lefty to deal with. You're 0 for 4, trying to salvage a little something. You have to face this tough left-hander.
Ground ball picked up by Solarte. Mr. Rizzo, I think you know where the front office is. There's Zobrist.
Ray Walston, maybe? Sound right? My favorite Martian?
Yeah.
Played Mr. Hand.
You know, the Platt Amendment, which passed in 1906. Ridgemont High was around here, right?
Had to be, right? Yeah. SoCal, somewhere around here.
Claremont High School. Yeah.
I was in the instructional league in 1982, and there was a theater down at this mall not far from, we were in Bradenton, Florida, and we went and saw that movie every Monday night.
Really?
Yep.
Line shot. Zobrist.
Because we weren't very bright, and we didn't have a whole lot of money, and it was like, you know, $1 movie on Monday night. You could go see the same movie.
His third hit tonight.
He was really upright in the box. A little different look. And I remember we had a couple of Japanese players on our team, you know, in the instructional league. I was with the Yankees, minor leagues at the time. And a couple of Japanese players, and kind of a, I don't know what the deal was, why they were with us, but they were really good guys. And so there was a department store in the mall called Moss Brothers, I think, something like that. And so whenever they wanted to go to the movies, that's what they would say. They didn't know how to say movie, they just knew Moss Brothers. So every Monday night they'd come around, Moss Brothers? Yeah, going to Moss Brothers tonight.
I believe Bob Guerin, right? Went to high school with Cameron Crowe. And that was kind of the setting for that movie. I could look it up, but I'd rather watch Addison Russell hit.
Danny Pasqua did a great Damone.
One. A bouncer to short. They'll get one, but that's it. You know, the Cubs are not the fastest team in the league, but I feel like across the board, most guys on this team, including the pitchers, they run pretty well, you know. I mean, Russell.
Yeah, they have good team speed.
We know about Bryant, Contreras, Fowler.
Yeah, there's no real base cloggers. Well, Rossi, and Miggy. That's okay.
Low on Hayward.
Can't get Damone out of my head now.
Oh, gosh. Throw will go to first. That's the idea, Rat. That's the attitude.
You know, Stacy, Michael Ratner really likes you.
It's Peyton. It's Peyton on Sunday morning.
You know, with DirecTV NFL Sunday Ticket, you can watch your favorite team no matter where you live, like Broncos or Colts.
Cool.
18, the old number. Ooh, I have got a coupon for that one.
It's Peyton on Sunday morning.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV and watch live games anywhere.
At Nissan, we've been racking up the awards, and now you can rack up the savings with up to an additional $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Get to Nissan's Bottom Line Summer event today for your last chance this summer to win with big model year-end offers. But hurry, holiday bonus cash ends soon. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models, or get a low $189 per month lease on road.
It's all imported cheeses. This is a fondue party, Mike.
I realize that, Alan. Taco Bell has these new burritos with warm melted cheese in the center.
This is a Gorgonzola Gruyere medley.
This is a 3-cheese blend plus nacho cheese sauce medley.
The best way to serve warm melted cheese is in the center of a beefy burrito. New cheesy core burritos only at Taco Bell.
Cubs 5, Padres nothing. Jake Arrieta gave up just 2 hits in his 8 innings, and rookie right-hander Felix Pena will try to get the final 3 outs.
Second appearance for Felix. Worked an inning in Colorado on Friday. Clean inning, no hits, no walks, couple of strikeouts. Looks sharp. Featured a slider, 92, 94-ish, or excuse me, a fastball, 93, and a slider. 3-4 with a 3.41 ERA at AAA. Made 36 appearances there. In 63 innings, he struck out 81.
Pena to Sardinas. Oh, 2.
So the Jake Arrieta factoid of the night is in the state of California this year, he's allowed 1 run, scored 1 run, and driven in 1 run.
Unbelievable. Good life on the fastball. 1-2.
Three walks, 6 strikeouts for Jake tonight. He lowers his ERA to 2.62.
Here's a 3-2 pitch. He walked him. There's Salas.
Sardinius up there leading off the inning in a 5-run lead. The 3-2 pitch needed to be more aggressive. Just go ahead and shoot for the heart of the plate. Let him put it in play. Some just in case action going on out there.
Ground ball through the hole. Hoping to get a ground ball near Russell. Perfectly placed. We're a little closer to seeing Aroldis Chapman. 2 on, nobody out.
And he'll start to throw with a little more urgency now.
Talking with Joe in his office today, he said, you know, last night we were up 5-0 and it kind of felt like a mundane, we're fine. But he said there's a lot going on in that game, and the Padres were a lot closer to getting back in it than some people realized in those defensive plays we showed you earlier. And the reason why the Cubs were able to win that one 5-1. I think Joe feels the same way about this one here in the 9th.
Things can happen in a hurry.
Yeah. Well, they're at the top of the order here. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Kowski hits it on the ground a lot. With his speed, he'd be a tough guy to double up.
1-2. Called. Strike 3. I'm just going to say triple play is in order. Now the double play is in order.
Kowski must have been thinking slider.
Just wide.
There's 0 for 3 tonight, 0 for 3 last night, plus a walk.
To get this thing moving so Joe can crank up Led Zeppelin 4 side 2 in his office. 1-0 on Myers. One.
Pena, 26 years of age, from San Pedro de Macorís in the Dominican Republic. Where all the shortstops come from.
Ready for a 1-1. 1-2.
Been with the Cubs since he was a teenager. Started his professional career at 19 years of age, the Dominican Summer League.
Rizzo can't get it. Base hit. Hayward up with it. Throw to the plate. Wow, close. Out! They got him.
I didn't know if Nick Lentz was going to make a call. I thought perhaps there hadn't been a tag and Sardinius hadn't touched home plate like we saw the other night in Colorado with Kyle Hendricks. But after a bit of a delay, he rings him up.
Andy Green has already challenged. And Dave Martinez gets on the phone as well, just to see what it looks like. I mean, I'm surprised he sent him. That's 5-0 in the ninth.
I know.
Boy, they have made
a lot of errors of aggression in the first two games of this series.
Forsythe technology replay review. And he's clearly safe.
Never tagged him.
So they will get their first run and still only one out.
Well, see, he's brought with Pena coming over to back up. He waltzes right in front of Lentz, who doesn't get a good look at the play at all. And I think he just decided, well, I got to call something.
You're right. Great call, JD. Yeah, he was blocked.
This is an instance where a replay really helps out the umpire.
Now, I'm curious if Glenn Hoffman sent the runner or if Sardinius ran through a stop sign.
He's trying to peek around the corner there as Pena crosses in front of his path.
So Chapman will be summoned. And doing the quick math, this will be a safe spot because a tying run will be on deck. We'll be right back.
I've been thinking, this might be the one thing in the world you pull apart to come together.
New Papa John's Cinnamon Pull-Aparts covered with cinnamon crumble and sweet cream cheese icing. Try our new cinnamon pull-aparts for just $6.
Hey, Papa John's.
Meet the John Deere Gator XUV 590i, a vehicle so versatile, it owns anything outdoors that ends in ing, like hauling, exploring, off-roading, and, of course, braking. 32 horsepower, a 1,200-pound payload, and over 1,000 different ways to configure yours. Go Gator. Now you can own a Gator XUV 590i for as low as $133 a month. Learn more at your John Deere dealer.
The Anthony Rizzo Family Foundation and the Bona family have teamed up to knock cancer out of the park. Order your Italian beef the Rizzo way, and Bona will donate to my charity. I'm proud to be working with the Cubs and the Bona family, two Chicago originals.
Order it the Rizzo way at your local Bona restaurant.
It's the recon mission for Tango 165. The endless search for the best berries. A midnight run for tacos al pastor. And the empty roads of Dawn Patrol. This is summer driving. During the Mazda Summer Drive event, get 0 to drive lease offers on any new 2016 Mazda.
Hyundai call to the pen. And it is Aroldis Chapman. And it is a save situation.
Chapman working for the 45th time. The 14th time as a Cub. With the Cubs, he has 7 saves. He has failed to convert on 2 occasions. And overall, a 191 ERA. In a Cub uniform, 11 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts.
Just to take Sardinius off the hook, in our conversation, Glenn Hoffman did send him.
Yeah, and I think that's an instance where Sardinius, runs pretty well, and Hoffman saying, well, there's a base hit to right field. Should be an easy score, but Hayward changes the math with that big arm, accurate arm, and gets the ball in a hurry.
So Solarte will bat right-handed against the hard-throwing lefty. Chapman looking for his 28th save and his 8th rather as a Cub, and Myers will take second rather, and will not get a stolen base as Contreras instead wanted to see what Rosales was doing.
Chapman should be fresh. So 3 days off.
miles an hour and a strike, 1-1. Right field corner. Hayward is over. And a little late adjustment to make the catch. Both runners tagged. That's not a problem. He is to get that second out. They do. So it's a sac fly for Solarte, and it's a 5-2 ball game. Tying run is still on deck. They're going to come back here against Chapman. They're going to have to do it with left-handed hitters. Dickerson and then Schimpf is on deck. Runner at third, 2 down. 5-2 Cubs. The pitch is inside for a ball.
Brett Wallace is on the bench, but he's a left-handed hitter. Derek Norris, their other catcher, the only right-handed bat available.
And I think if you're Andy Green, you're thinking, well, guy hits for power, even though he's a left-handed hitter.
Plus, he's in the flow of the game. Tough to come off the bench cold to face a guy throwing 100 miles per hour. It's not like you see a decided advantage where right-handers do a lot of damage against Chapman.
3-1, so he's a miss away from having the tying run come up. Wouldn't be surprised if Dickerson just takes this pitch. We'll see. He does, and it's ball 4. Padres a swing away from tying this one up.
Yeah, and here comes the guy with the best at-bat to home run ratio in Major League Baseball. You won't find his name among the qualifiers in the league because he doesn't have enough at-bats. You see the slugging numbers, not hitting for average, but .549 slugging percentage, 14 home runs for Schimpf.
What did we say at the beginning of the inning? Things can
happen in a hurry.
Happen in a big-time hurry. Good start. Strike 1.
Schimpf has not done much against left-handed pitching.
Runner takes second. One and one.
Three out of 24 is Schimpf against lefties. 2 home runs. So again, 2 home runs. 24 ABs. He's dangerous. Usually that's the big advantage, left on left, just neutralizing power. Even guys who hang in there and hit for a decent average against same-side pitchers, especially lefties. You see the power numbers way down.
2-2.
Such a powerful delivery with the extension he gets.
Gets away, and that's not really a problem. It is a run charged to Pena. That's not fun, but he is to get Schimpf. 3-2, 5-3 now.
I mean, just he looks like he's forcing it. Case in Denver the other night too.
Stays alive on 101. Well, all three of these runs charged to the rookie Pena, who only recorded one out. Is high, ball 4. Bethencourt coming up.
Here comes Chris Bosio out for a little chat.
Runners at first base.
Yeah, you can pay a little more attention, at least hold him on in this situation. Bethencourt's got big time power. Big leg kick. He's gonna have to cheat to get to Chapman's fastball.
Bounce foul. Cubs trying to hang on here. The 0-1. 0-2.
No chance to catch up to that one.
Swing and a miss. Cubs win. They hang on 5-3 the final.
A little late drama here as the Padres take advantage of some walks. Cash in 3, but all's well that ends well for the Cubs as Chapman beats Bethencourt with that high heater.
Chance for the sweep tomorrow. A chance to win the season series as well. And the Cubs will turn to the major league ERA leader.
Yeah, and Lester really good last night. Jake Arrieta 8 shutout here tonight. So the Cubs starting pitchers continue to roll on. Russell, good for, he's like a multivitamin, one a day now in terms of home runs. Chris Bryant again. Good win. And the defense, man, they flashed some leather here tonight.
And the National League win leader, Jake Arrieta, grabs his 16th win. We're back on CSN 2:30 on Sunday for our coverage. Cubs and the Dodgers to wrap up this road trip. We've got Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live right around the corner. Once again, your final score, Cubs 5, Padres 3.
Yeah, I like this right here.
It's the Ford Freedom Sales Event with 0 for 72 plus 1,000 bonus cash on 2016 Ford Focus, Fusion, and Escape. Plus, tag vehicles now get 1,000 smart bonus. That means freedom from interest and freedom to choose with Ford, America's best-selling brand.
I'm free, baby.
Now get 0% for 72 months plus 1,000 bonus cash on Focus, Fusion, and Escape. Plus, specially tagged vehicles get 1,000 smart bonus.
There are things in life that just go together. It's like they're always side by side. Because when we put them together, they're better. Like home and auto insurance from State Farm. They just go together. And they save you time and money. Just another way we're here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Everyone wants better chicken. Him, her, even that guy.
It's true.
And that's what you get at Subway with the new Chicken Caesar Melt. Rotisserie-style chicken that's raised without antibiotics. Topped with a savory Caesar sauce, melted provolone, and Parmesan cheese for a taste that's deliciously unique. It's exactly what you, him, her, and those guys all asked for. The new Chicken Caesar Melt from Subway. Because the best way to stay fresh is to never get stale.
It's a golden opportunity to discover that in a Lexus SUV, there are no adverse conditions.
Blue sky, smiling at me.
Nothing but blue skies do I see.
Blue days, all of them gone.
For a limited time, get some of our best offers of the year at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Lease the 2016 RX 350 for $419 a month for 36 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota, discover more in a Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Let's go places.
Hey, I'm Jason Hayward, and you're watching the home for Cubs baseball, CSN Chicago, presented by State Farm.
Number 33 for KB. Yes, yes, yes. He did. He caught it.
Got to be fact. You know, there's medical people involved, and when he's cleared, he'll play. That better be fiction.
Anytime you can see people that are extremely talented, it's a great experience.
A big wave around from Super Joe. Anderson to third, and he hangs on.
Going to go fact here.
The one team that just wears me out.
It's got to be a fact that we've all put sweatshirts on backwards before, right? But hopefully you aren't too worn out after watching that display because we've got a great show coming your way. Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Kelly Kroll, and this is Sportsnet Central presented by CLR. The West Coast swing continues for the Cubs while the banged-up Bears prepare for a preseason test at home. And where has this White Sox offense been all season long? It's all coming your way on Sportsnet Central starting now.
You're connected to Sportsnet Central, presented by CLR.
Jason Hayward back in the lineup after getting a mental breather, sitting out the last 4. Deep right, way back. Did he catch it? No, it's a home run. Jason Hayward makes it
Jason.
Oh, yeah, after a 4-day sabbatical, Jason Hayward responded with his first home run since late July Monday night, making Madden look like a genius once again and giving everyone in that Cubs dugout a nice little boost.
Yeah, it was great. It was great for Jason to be able to do that. Barely foul, and then a homer. That's nice. Those are the kind of things that can get his confidence going, get him going in the right direction offensively.
Everybody's cheering their butt off for him. We know how important he is to this team, not only offensively but in other areas.
I would say last few games I probably felt better, but not had not much to show for it. But it doesn't matter. Just keep going and keep taking one at bat at a time and keep pushing, try to keep kind of getting good counts, lay off the bad pitches, swing at the good ones, and go from there. After that, I want to just be at peace with it. But having fun, and obviously we got a good team, and it's a big road trip for us right here late in the season. West Coast, time change and all that stuff, so it's good to come out and win game one.
Hayward hoping to carry that momentum over Game 2 from Petco Park. Cubs trying to become the first team in baseball this year to 80 wins, and plenty Cubs fans on hand out west. Bottom first after Travis Jankowski steals third. Wilson Contreras, how about that for a rocket arm? Picks him off. A little deja vu for Jankowski. Next pitch, Jake Arrieta gets Solarte looking on nasty curve. Cubs escape the early and really only threat for Jake. Top second, still no score. Christian Bethancourt grounds over to Addison Russell, who flips to Javi Baez, who barehands it and makes the turn for the 6-4-3 double play. Check it out one more time. Quite the adjustment from Baez, who continues to make those plays look so easy. Chris Bryant been putting up MVP numbers lately, and in the top of the third, smokes another one. This one deep to left, another one gone out in Petco in front of his hometown friends and family. He's now tied for the NL lead with 33 long balls. That's the most homers by a Cubs player since Derek Lee's 35 in 2009. Bottom half of the frame, Christian Friedrich lays down the bunt, but you see Baez coming to the rescue again. Cubs middle infield putting on a defensive clinic. Top of the fifth, after a Bryant walk, Ben Zobrist. Nice double to the right field gap here. Bryant hustles all the way from first and will score easily on Zobrist's 64th ribby of the year. Cubs lead 2-0. Next man up, Addison Russell.
In the air, deep left center, back at the wall, and baby's gone. He's done it again. Our baby's growing up.
What a tear for the little baby there. He's the youngest Cubs player to homer in 3 consecutive games since Ron Santo in 1961. Cubs up 4-0. Next inning, it's not just the positional players that can hit. Heck no, Arrieta lifts this one into the right field corner. Patrick Kavlanahan, can't make the catch. Arrieta stretches the miscue out into his 3rd career triple, all of them with the Cubs. He would later score on a Bryant sac fly to make it 5-0. Top 8th, Arrieta still shutting out the Padres. Kivlahan going down there, swinging on the drop 3rd strike. Arrieta 8 innings of 2-hit balls, struck out 6, pleaded to finish the game, but Joe said no. Save some for October. Jake, 5-3 your final after some late inning drama. Well, it was back to work for the Bears on Tuesday. John Fox and his staff began preparations for Saturday's preseason game at Soldier Field against the Chiefs. While the Bears didn't win in New England last week, the team did show small signs of improvement on both sides of the ball, including 11 points in the first quarter with mostly first stringers on the field. But as Kip Lewis tells us, we should expect to see the starters a bit longer this weekend.
If there's an important week of the preseason, this is it. The 3rd exhibition game in which teams game plan the most and typically play their starters into the second half. And at Hallis Hall, the week is set up to simulate a game week.
There's a routine and a schedule you like getting guys acclimated to, even to the point where we've got a 12 o'clock kickoff for a preseason game, which is a typical Sunday kickoff for us in our region. So the more I think you can expose guys to scheduling, kind of what you're expecting in your preparation, I think the better.
One player that should be much better is Eddie Goldman. The 2nd-year defensive tackle is expected to be an impact player after making big strides in his rookie season.
He grew a lot last year, as a rookie. And I've seen that same growth so far, even in the preseason games, albeit limited play. I think he got about 10 plays the first week and then about 15 last week. So hopefully we'll get a few more plays, kind of get him in full game condition. But I like his progress. He's a good young player that's continuing to improve.
I feel faster because I lost some weight. So I would say that because, I ain't played a full game yet, so I can't really judge myself. But I can tell you that I feel faster, quicker. I'm more comfortable with the playbook, and that's pretty much it. Like, just learning the playbook and learning, and feeling the techniques you have to, not learning, but feeling it, you know what I mean? Feeling the techniques.
Goldman is considered to be one of the more powerful guys, not just on the Bears, but in the entire NFL. But he says the Bears have added similar power with this year's second-round pick, Cody Whitehair. When asked his thoughts about Whitehair, who is the Bears' starting left guard, Goldman didn't mince his words.
Out here, he's tough, he's strong, he has a good grip, when he puts his hands on you. And he's a good run blocker, pass blocker, too. Probably stronger than me, man. He just has a good grip. When he gets a hold of you, he's not going to let you go.
With the Bears at Hallis Hall, Kip Lewis, Comcast Sportsnet.
All right, Kip, thanks a lot. Well, the Bears were missing several players at Tuesday's practice. Kyle Long nursing a shoulder injury, while prize free agent Danny Trevathan, starting running back Jeremy Langford, and promising rookie Jonathan Bullard all sat out, along with veteran tight end Tony Moyaki. With more on the Bears, let's send it over to Mark Shanowski.
Joining us now is Jeff Dickerson, who covers the Bears beat for ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com. JD, it's the all-important third preseason game on Saturday. The first-team offense played pretty well against the Patriots last week. What areas will you be watching closely regarding Jay Cutler and company this weekend?
Well, Mark, let's start in the backfield because Jeremy Langford has that foot injury, did not practice again here today at Hallis Hall. Kadeem Carey missed time last week with that concussion. So how are the Bears going to run the football against Kansas City on Saturday? That's number one. Tight end Zach Miller is inching his way back from that concussion protocol, was wearing that red non-contact jersey on the practice field today. He could be released to play on Saturday. It'll be good to see him get involved. And, Alshon Jeffrey, Mark, looked really good in New England. We haven't seen much, though, from Kevin White. Only 2 catches for 9 yards on 4 targets of the entire preseason. I know it's just the preseason, but this guy's supposed to be a vertical threat. Let's see if the Bears can maybe stretch the field with White, who had a lot of hype in the offseason program, early in camp. We haven't seen much of that, though, unfortunately, yet on the field in these preseason games.
Defensively, injuries to expected starters Pernell McPhee and Kyle Fuller have the Bears scrambling a little bit right now, and rookie Jonathan Bullard has missed 2 straight practices for personal reasons. Where are the Bears at on the defensive side of the ball?
Just as injured, Mark, as they are on the offensive side of the football. The Bullard situation is concerning only because this guy has had a terrific summer. I mean, I can see what the Bears were looking at when they drafted him in the 3rd round out of Florida. He looks legit. He's got a quick first step off the snap. He's been in the backfield a lot making plays. John Fox did say today, or at least he hinted, that he thinks that Bullard should play this weekend. It would be a big setback if he does not, because you want to see him get as many reps as possible. He'll be in that game day rotation in Houston for week 1 at the very least. At some point, that he'll be a starter on this defense. And at cornerback, Mark, I mean, it is so thin. DeAndre Hall will get probably the best look this week, the 4th round pick out of Northern Iowa. He's got great athleticism. I think mentally he's still learning some of the nuances of playing in the NFL, but everyone behind him is also hurt. Jacoby Glenn's coming back from a concussion. Devontae Bosby has had some injury problems. Same thing with Bryce Callahan. So they're awful beat up. Danny Trevathan, also, Mark, at inside linebacker, did dress for practice today, did not participate in any sort of team drills. So, very thin right now. Fox today said he is not concerned at all about the injuries. There's still 19 days to go until that Houston game. But it is tough not to see your full squad out there in the preseason, especially for the 3rd preseason game, because the first team should play into the second half.
Not the most optimistic outlook, as we're only 2.5 weeks until the start of the regular season. JD, thank you so much for joining us.
We take our first time out here on Sportsnet Central. When we return, the White Sox open a 3-game series with the Phillies while welcoming back Avi Garcia from the disabled list. Plus, Pearl Jam recently rocked Wrigley Field, where a member of the White Sox was in attendance. We'll get his concert review next. And with Notre Dame's season opener just a few weeks away, the big news about the football program came off the field. We'll have an update next on Sportsnet Central.
This rusty mess isn't going anywhere. Don't trust it to just any cleaner. Trust CLR. CLR makes quick work of the toughest jobs, dissolving crusty white buildup so your shower runs like new. CLR cuts through hard water buildup and helps keep your washer running clean. CLR also earned the EPA's Safer Choice seal, so it's safer for your family. Trust the power of the CLR family and trust your clean to CLR. CLR is available at these fine retailers.
At Nissan, we've been racking up the awards, and now you can rack up the savings with up to an additional $1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Get to Nissan's Bottom Line Summer event today for your last chance this summer to win with big model year-end offers. But hurry, holiday bonus cash ends soon. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models, or get a low $189 per month lease on road.
For true Chicagoans, the White Sox are a part of our DNA. From Hyde Park to Park Ridge, we wear our hearts on our pinstripe jersey sleeves. From 79th through Bridgeport, from Bronzeville to Naperville, we're loyal to the team through thick and thin. We come from all walks of life and neighborhoods, but remain united by what takes place at 35th and Shields. We take pride in our city, and we take pride in the game.
Weeknights, don't miss Sports Talk Live on Comcast Sportsnet. David Kaplan leads a roundtable on the day's hottest topics, interviews Chicago's biggest stars, and interacts with you at home. Sports Talk Live, presented by Chevy Silverado, tonight at 5:30 on Comcast Sportsnet. Tonight, Philadelphia hits town for an interleague matchup with your silver and black. It's an NL East, AL Central clash, and it starts with the first pitch at 7 p.m. White Sox, Phillies, tonight on CSN.
We're back with some White Sox news. Avi Garcia activated from the 15-day DL before Tuesday's matchup with the Phillies. The right fielder was hitting .240 with 9 homers in 86 games before being sidelined with a knee injury earlier this month. The corresponding move, Jason Coates sent down to AAA Charlotte. Well, with a special passion for America's pastime, Eddie Vedder relished in his 2 sold-out shows at Wrigley this weekend. The Pearl Jam frontman is a loyal Cubs fan, but has been serenading and supporting many a player throughout the league, including White Sox DH Justin Morneau during his days in Seattle. The two were introduced by Ron Coomer several years back and have been trading tickets ever since. And Morneau was in the crowd Monday night for Pearl Jam's Wrigley finale.
It was awesome to go and be a spectator. I think anyone who can perform at the level they performed at for as long as they've done it is impressive, and never had a chance to see the Rolling Stones or some of the great bands that have played, but to be able to see them and see how they've evolved as a band over the years, and be able to get up close and just witness talent is anytime you can see people that are extremely talented, it's a great experience.
On the south side, Carlos Rodon looking to build on 3 straight quality starts as the White Sox hosted those Phillies. Rodon making quick work of Tommy Joseph, and then Cameron Rupp with 2 strikeouts in the first, and then punches out Carlos Ruiz in the second inning. It was 1-0 Sox in the bottom of the third. Tim Anderson gonna add to that lead with a line drive to right field here. Adam Eaton coming around to score from second, and Anderson slides into third with a triple. It's 2-0 White Sox. A couple batters later, Jose Abreu at the dish. He's going to single back up the middle here, and Anderson will score easily from third, and the Sox pull in front 3-0. We move to the 5th when Abreu and the Sox break out the big bats.
That ball's drilled by Abreu, and it is gone. Morneau with a laser. Right field, and they go back-to-back. Abreu and Morneau.
It's the Sox first back-to-back homer game since June 25th, and it's a 7-0 Sox advantage. Top 7, Rodon. rolling. Strikes out Rupp for the second time. Southpaw throws 6 2/3 scoreless, scattering 3 hits. Carlos had a 1.46 ERA over his last 4 starts. His catcher Omar Navarra is happy for Rodon after the 9-1 victory.
What good do you think he could be? If he's keep running like that, he's gonna be superstar for that team.
When you're in the zone, you just try to stay in it, to be honest, and that's what I'm hoping for. Just finish strong at the end of the season here and just put my team in a position to win. That's the plan. Try not to look back till the end of the year, and hopefully in the future you just have a complete year instead of doing it in the second half.
Meanwhile, Jose Abreu has really put together a nice stretch at home. In his last 16 games at U.S. Cellular Field, the Sox slugger has an on-base percentage over 500 and has 5 home runs while scoring 13. Back to the Cubs, who will be looking to sweep the Padres after a 5-3 win on Tuesday, and Chris Bryant continuing to produce when it counts. Here's a look at his numbers during Jake Arrieta's starts this season. A .439 average with 11 home runs, 35 RBI in 24 games, with an on-base percentage north of 500. And both of Bryant's 5-hit games this season came in the starts by the reigning Cy Young winner. No wonder Jake gave him the slight edge over Rizzo on the MVP vote, right? Gotta love that kind of support. More from around the league. The NL East leading Nationals squaring off against the Orioles. Bottom 3, Baltimore in front 3-0, and Jonathan Scope will add to that. The line double down left field there. Run comes home to score. It's 4-0. Jump ahead to the 7th. 6-1. Matt Wieters lines a single to right, and Pedro Alvarez will come home. Route on. 7-1. Bottom 8. Chris Davis at the dish, and he has liftoff deep, way out to right center, estimated at 432 feet. It's the 30th of the season for Davis, and the O's win big, 8-1 the final. How about those Cardinals who entered the night 12.5 back of the Cubs? They hosted the Mets, and the visitors weren't too kind to Jaime Garcia. Wilmer Flores jacks one to left with 2 men on, and that one is gone. His 13th. Makes it 3-0 Mets. Now 5-3 Mets in the 4th. Garcia's still on the bump, and this time it's former Cub Justin Ruggiano putting some muscle behind that one. Takes Garcia deep, absolute blast. That puts the Mets up 6-3 next inning. Mets playing some defense too. Steven Piscotty gets a hold of this one. High drive deep into the left field corner. Yoenis Cespedes tracking it all the way, and how about that for timing? Leaps up against the wall, makes the catch, and the Cardinals dugout cannot believe it. Mets win 7-4. Well, Major League Baseball announced its postseason schedule today. Take a look. Cubs will almost certainly host the NLDS Game 1 on October 7th. The NLCS is scheduled to start on October 15th. And if the Cubs were to reach the World Series, Game 3 would be at Wrigley Field on Friday, October 28th. Game 7, if needed, would be on Wednesday, November 2nd in the AL City. Well, with more on the Cubs and the rest of the Windy City teams, here's Pat Boyle.
Time to play a little fact or fiction with Tribune columnist David Ha. David, despite Kyle Hendricks' success at Wrigley Field, Jake Arrieta and John Lester will start Game 1 and 2 in the playoffs. Fact or fiction?
Fact. It's got to be fact. I love what Kyle Hendricks has done. Nobody can look at that and say you can complain about anything. Poise, confidence, all the things that you want. Command, location. But it's the playoffs. It's the postseason. It's October. You've got to give your veterans a chance to do what they're here to do, and that's win the big game. Jake Arrieta and John Lester are the guys that you want on the mound when it matters most.
Speaking of veterans, we stay with the Cubs. David Ross, he'll get more starts behind home plate than Wilson Contreras will this postseason. Fact or fiction?
That better be fiction. That better be fiction. Look, I understand why David Ross is on this team. His value is hard to measure, but it's his value in intangibles that I think is hardest to measure. When John Lester pitches, obviously he's got to be back there. Other than that, no. I just can't see why he would be in the lineup. I think Wilson Contreras is a guy who you hope has the same impact on the Cubs in the postseason that Kyle Schwarber did a year ago as a rookie, and he's kind of leaning in that direction. You can see it trending that way.
To the Bears now, and from the injury front, the Bears are more likely to see J.J. Watt play Week 1 than their outside linebacker, Pernell McPhee.
I think that's fact. That's a pretty good one. I think both are very questionable, but in talking to people around the Bears last week, and again, you're hearing things coming out of Hallis Hall this week, the optimism is low on Pernell McPhee, and I think that's a big problem for that defense that cannot afford to lose any of their big impact guys. They're already without Kyle Fuller, and it looks like McPhee is a guy who's healing slower than expected. So I think that he's least likely of the two to see the field on opening day.
We can't keep out the two teams on the west side. Lastly, the Bulls have had a better offseason than the Blackhawks. Fact or fiction?
I'm surprisingly going to go fact here, and I am the guy that thought that the Bulls were doomed. They're going to get younger and more athletic, and then they go sign, relics in the fossil collection with Rajon Rondo and Dwayne Wade, and yet you look at the Blackhawks have done it, and I think you look at what they have lost, and it outweighs what they have gained. And I think the Bulls went from being irrelevant and uninteresting to being a team I can't wait to see open on the first night of the NBA season because of Dwayne Wade. I think that he's a guy that makes him relevant, he makes him compelling, and he gives them a marquee player that creates a curiosity that I don't think surrounds the Blackhawks right now.
Yeah, but the curiosity doesn't always add up to wins. We'll see what happens between those two teams at 1901 West Madison. David Haugh, thank you for playing Fact or Fiction.
All right, guys, well, switching gears to college football for a moment. It's more bad news for Notre Dame's program as senior defensive back Devin Butler has been formally charged with resisting arrest and battery against a public safety official following an incident in South Bend over the weekend. According to a Notre Dame spokesman, any student charged with a felony is subject to dismissal from the university, so it's unlikely Butler will ever play again for the Irish. Well, it's time for our